there, friend. Welcome. Welcome to Homekeepers. I'm so glad to be here. So glad you're there. Got a good program planned for you, and perhaps you've never seen the show before, but it's called Homekeepers. My name is Arthelene Rippy, and we like to deal with anything that affects the home. And of course, you regular viewers, you know that, and maybe that's why you tune in all the time. But whoever you are, whatever reason you're there, we're glad you're here. And I think you will be very, very glad, and you will be informed if you stay with us today, because perhaps our favorite guest of all is here. That's Deborah Ray, and she comes on once a month. I was figuring up our monthly people. That's Martha Brangenberg with the Christian Bookstore, and Dr. David Clark, who is a marriage counselor, psychologist. And these are people that really have a lot to give, a lot of good information. So I'm very, very glad to have Deborah back today. We're going to talk about how our food is being altered so much that it's dangerous. I heard just last week that China, of all places, refuses to take our corn because it's not good for you. And there's lobbying that goes on in Washington that protects all of this stuff, and what they're doing to our food is very, very serious. So we're going to talk about that, and also who should take vitamins and which vitamins and why should they take them. So we have the First Lady of Health here, and that's Deborah Ray. And I'm going to join Stephanie. We're going to make a zucchini lemon bread. If you've watched this program very long, you know I'm like quick breads, and there's so many variations. There's just so many varieties of what you can do with a quick bread, and they are exactly what they're described to be. They are quick, and they are a real treat with a good cup of coffee, tea, whatever, if you're having ladies over. So here's one more you can add to your list. But before I join her, I want to again offer you fruit of the Spirit. I haven't talked about this for a while, but I have it every night before I go to bed. So the last thing I do is take a couple ounces of fruit of the Spirit. It has it's made up of biblical fruits that are outlined in Scripture. And Deborah Ray endorses it, and so when she did, I was on board. And we've offered it for 3 or 4 years now. And the offer is buy one, get one free if you choose auto ship. So that information is coming up on your screen. That is the telephone number to use. It's not our regular number, but that's the number you use for Fruit of the Spirit, and I certainly recommend it, and I'm going to talk to Deborah Ray about that also, because when I found out that she said it was okay, I agreed. There's a lot of people who try to get Deborah Ray to endorse things, but she's totally, totally honest, full of integrity on that subject, so I think you can trust it if she says so, and I can trust Stephanie too.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I was thinking the evolution of your life, and kind of this cooking segment is therapy for Stephanie, isn't it? She should talk it out. Did you have your daughter before or after you came to the Lord?
After.
And she's a teenager, and she's a lovely, she got everything to be proud of. What do you think the difference would have been if you just stayed on the track you were on and tried to raise a girl?
Well, if we would have, you mean not saved or money track?
Not saved.
Not saved, we probably wouldn't be married. I'd probably be a single parent, because you know, marriage is a lot of work, and without the Lord, I truly don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I was raised, you know, Christian home and all, in church, and you were, and as your story comes out, it's just my favorite kind of story.
You know, we were heavy drinkers, you know what I mean? So
you met in a bar or something.
Yeah, so I can't imagine that we would have stayed together. I just, not without the Lord.
And raising a teenager. If you would
I
have
don't know
been
how
alone
you
with
raise
her or
children
whatever.
without God, because I mean, I just pray every day that she's in His hands, because all you do, I mean, because of the world we live in, you're fearful, and I refuse to live in fear. So I just pray daily, you know, the Lord, she's yours. She's in your hands, and then I can let it go and be okay. You know, just like when our son was at war.
Yeah,
he was
in Iraq.
in war. the only way you make that is you give him up to, we gave him up to the Lord every single day, and then we could make it through that day.
And I appreciate you being open like this, because there's probably more people can relate to you, perhaps, than to me. And to me, this is the validation of the gospel. When you take somebody like this girl in a bar with a guy, and God redeems you, and really.
Oh, if anyone would have told us we were going to be in church and and serving the Lord, we would have laughed in their faces, because they're just impossible.
All right, we're going to make a zucchini lemon bread, and all I did was taste a little bit of the batter.
Tasted good, huh?
Yeah. So you do the dry things.
Yes, I have a cup of flour.
We're about out. We're going to get some spray. Can you hear it's almost gone?
Yes,
we're in trouble.
You're almost
We're in trouble. It's gone.
A half a cup of whole wheat flour. We're going healthy because you know who's here.
Her initials are DR.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a half a cup of flour. You have a half a cup of fat-free milk. You have a third of a cup of canola oil, and then you're supposed to use egg substitute, but we're using an egg. And then I have a cup of zucchini that has been peeled and shredded. And I have baking soda and salt. And I have lemon zest.
And you have
And I have
walnuts.
walnuts.
That's all the dry stuff.
Oh, and cinnamon. Let's do some cinnamon.
Yeah. Trying to get rid of that.
I love that smell of cinnamon. It's so fresh. And then you just, I'll just mix this up a little bit, and you can dump the liquid in here, and then you sprayed the pan. You want to spray it really good, and then you just cook it for about an hour
At about 350.
Yep.
There we go.
Super easy, and it smells so good. Deal.
Oh, it smells good. This one hasn't been out of the oven. I'm going to take off the end piece and get
end is great.
part that it's a little more moist. Oh my, this is a nice texture. Look at that.
That looks so good.
Hot cup of tea or your favorite cup of coffee.
Yes.
That's what women love, you know.
That's a little me quiet moment right there.
You know, do you watch Downton Abbey?
No, but I feel like I should, because holy Toledo.
I know it. My sister, and she gets herself a cup of tea and some scones.
Oh, well,
but then she says I'm weird.
I saw pictures of people who were having parties and dressing up, like
kidding?
full-fledged dress. In
I
fact,
haven't
somebody
watched
who
it.
works here did that.
That is about the best quick bread I've ever had.
It smells so
And she
so
can't
good.
take a bite because she's on a Daniel fast. How are you doing?
Doing good.
She's doing really good, except
I just crave my
Coffee.
coffee. But, you know, that's what fast's about, sacrificing and praying.
and that's what it looks like, friends.
Oh,
You saw how easy that was
super easy.
with the cinnamon and the lemon.
And healthy. It's got zucchini.
It's one of the
in it.
healthier ones for sure. So, if you want this recipe, we would be glad to send it to you, no charge, but you have to write for it. And we will be glad to get it out to you. I think this is one that you will want. It tastes wonderful, and it's just pretty good for you. Stay with me. I'm going to talk to Deborah Ray. I know you love her.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, just write to the address on your screen, or you can email your request to arthelene@rippy.org.
Okay, there's also an email address on there, arthelene@rippy.org, and we can send the recipes to you by email. Either do that or write to us. And welcome back.
Nice to be here.
Through the
Thank you.
holidays and
Absolutely.
survived them. Very good. You know, it's been a long time since we've talked about fruit of the Spirit, and I'd like to review that a little bit. The people who put it together were longtime friends of mine. And so I said, well, if if Deborah thinks it's okay, and you were prepared to not
Right,
like it.
right, right.
Um,
They did their science, they did their homework. Many years in the making. Many people start to add added sugar because fruit is natural. Sometimes it's sweeter, sometimes it's not, and they really did their homework. It's
and it's got frankincense in it?
frankincense and myrrh, minerals as well from the Dead Sea. It's an amazing supplement. Just that 1 ounce each day adds the nutritional equivalent of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. And the way they put it together and the way they bottle it and pasteurize it, it's always the same nutrient quality. They did not stint on anything in terms of the science and the production.
They seal it or flash freeze it or whatever in 3 seconds.
Yes, yes.
So we can certainly encourage you to get it, and we'll put that information back up on your screen. You can order one or buy one, get one free. That's if you choose the auto ship, and they can send it to you on a regular basis, and a lot of people choose to do that. And I know Dr. Young liked it because it had minerals in it.
Good
so
idea
it's really
for
complete.
any age, any walk of life, any health challenge, diabetes, no added sugar, low on the GI index. I mean, it's a good supplement for growing children, aging adults, all of us.
Yep. We are going to talk about the fact that they're really manipulating our food in a big way. And I heard a few months ago that Russia doesn't take a lot of our stuff, and China won't take our corn. Have you watched these trends?
I have. I serve on a board in Washington, D.C., and for many years there were, of course, the trade wars, particularly during the Bush administration with the European nations, and the European nations flat refused to take our agricultural products because our main crops now are genetically modified. There's a manipulation of the DNA so that they have insecticide-like activities within the cells. They react with human cells. We have a lot more unexplained allergies and asthma, certainly behavior and learning disabilities than ever before. And they have manipulated our food to the fact that anything in the center of the grocery store aisles that has corn, soy, all of these are genetically modified. And
now, why do they do this? Can they produce more of it if they
can only
mess with
produce
it?
more, but the seeds come at a premium because you can only buy it from these big companies, and you have to buy the seeds over and over again each year. So it's a manipulation of the market to sell these seeds, sell them annually, and they never went through scientific study. It was one of those, we're going to take a look at it as it's out on the market. And of course, now we don't know why 1 in 91 American children have a learning or a behavioral disability. So, I mean, who's to say, because we now know that by the year 2050, nearly 100% of all of us on the planet will have some degree of allergy if the manipulation of food does not have some degree of involvement in this.
Well, there's got to be money on the other end.
Absolutely, big money.
That's
big money.
always the answer.
Right.
I've also heard that the lobbyists
Right.
own the situation,
Right.
to the point that America and Canada are the only 2 nations who do not put that information on the label.
Right, right.
That's treason, isn't it, against a human being?
You thought we had freedom of speech, and of course food manufacturers who wanted to put it on the label got shut down by the big money interest because it's to their advantage for the public not to know. In fact, they did a huge U.S. study funded by the government and found the vast majority of people, over 80% of them, were not in favor of it and did not realize that food was not labeled unless you buy certified organic, which comes with a price. Now there's some third-party labeling, but they really have to struggle to do that in the face of lawsuits to tell us what's in our food.
How can it ever be turned around?
You and me have
I'm
a voice.
feeling hopeless.
Plus, we vote with our pocketbooks. We vote with our pocketbooks. and because Americans are concerned about our children these days, and the incidence of things like autism and attention deficit and behavioral disabilities, we have the ability to educate ourselves. There's some great books and pamphlets out there that are available online. One that comes to mind is Jeffrey Smith's Seeds of Deception. He's got great brochures.
Seeds of Deception.
Seeds of Deception.
Just Google it.
Absolutely. And there are ways, and he'll show you on his website, seedsofdeception.org, how do you know what to buy, what not to buy, and then vote with your pocketbook. Because ultimately that's the American way. They pay attention to our buying power.
So the media
Right.
are the ones to get it out.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I know this to be a fact because my daughter-in-law
Right.
almost died from this stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Her eyes were going. She couldn't drive. She almost had to be assisted walking. And the conventional wisdom said brain surgery.
Right.
Thank God he intervened.
Right.
Changing her diet. She
Right.
doesn't even need readers anymore.
Right.
She is so, I almost cry every time I think of it. And this was from, now we're talking about wheat, a lot of wheat. Is what they're doing to it creating all this gluten? Is the modification?
They modify the proteins, and it does create some of these sensitivities or allergies to wheat, to corn, to soy, so that virtually any processed food, over 80% of them have these genetically modified ingredients, and you don't know. I mean, you can read the label and still not know, but know that the vast majority of our processed foods do have corn and wheat and soy in them, and those crops are now genetically modified.
And I understand that gluten is a very sticky
Right,
substance.
protein,
So
right.
what does it do when it gets inside of us?
It goes through our digestive system, knowing that over 60% of our immune system is around our digestive system. So literally we can have that inflammation from within, and this is something that physicians like Dr. David Perlmutter, for example, talks about the brain on fire, that we have so many more of these neurodegenerative conditions like Parkinson's, like ALS, like dementia and memory loss, that we don't know that these foods may have a role to play.
Well, he has proven that the brain can certainly be inflamed
Right.
because that's the situation in my own home, and I thank God for him and his wisdom.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to talk about supplements.
Right.
Who needs them, and how do we know what we're getting, and what form should we take? My doctor, recently I had some blood work done, and she told me to really double up on the vitamin D. That seems to be a big thing right now.
Right, right. But unfortunately, most physicians were not trained to know about nutrition, much less supplementation. And because so many of them get their education from pharmaceutical drug reps who have a vested interest not to educate physicians, much less you and me, we're on our own. The good news is the information is out there. It's in the literature. There's well over 300,000 published studies in the peer-reviewed medical literature, PubMed, on the value of supplements. And if we go to websites like the U.S. Department of Agriculture, cdc.gov, and look up NHANES, National Health and Nutrition Exam Surveys, they survey you and I, government big brother, and they know that the vast majority of Americans, why we eat well, and many of us are normal weight or excess weight, we're not optimally nourished. The fact that over 80% of Americans are vitamin D deficient, that our seniors are B12 deficient, that most of us are magnesium or vitamin E malnourished, tells us that we're not getting the nutrients that we need from our food, but you have to supplement wisely. We don't need everything, but we do need to supplement.
Yeah. Do you believe that most people need something?
Yes, yes. And if you talk to physicians who will tell you what they do as opposed to what they tell their patients to do. There was once a cardiology meeting not too many years ago, and they asked them, well, how many of you recommend supplements? Well, a couple of hands went up, and then they said, how many of you take supplements? Well, everybody's hand went up, because they understand that the science is there. And I mean, there's so amazing science behind supplements. And look at practitioners and researchers like Dr. Bruce Ames, University of California, Berkeley, world-renowned physician. He published a 50-plus page article several years ago in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that you could reverse 57 different congenital. You think, baby's born that way.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do. So sad. They can reverse them if they know where the defect is. And they're able to do that now with testing. Physicians like Dr. Perlmutter understand this. And you can overcome or bypass the defect with high-dose vitamin and mineral supplementation and reverse congenital conditions. Think of the power.
Yeah, on a congenital thing, for the most part, I think people would think, well, that's hopeless.
Exactly.
They were
exactly.
born that way. Can you give the viewers just a skeletal list of things that maybe all of us need?
Sure, sure.
And how much we need?
We probably all need a multiple vitamin and mineral. High quality, which means you're more likely than not going to look for one in a capsule. If you can find a liquid one, even the better. That's why I love Fruit of the Spirit. It's liquid, it's better absorbed. So a high quality multiple vitamin and mineral. Don't think you can get it in one pill because it would be so big we could not swallow it. So you're going to have to take it at least once, twice, 3 times a day would be ideal because the water-soluble nutrients are gone from our system within 90 minutes. So high quality multiple vitamin mineral, ideally 1-3 times a day in a capsule. Good source of the good fats. Walnuts, a great way to do that with food, but you can supplement as well. You want to get the molecular distilled so you're not getting any of the mercury and the things that our fish have these days. And then a good quality source of the good bacteria, the probiotics. You can get it with food, active culture yogurt, but you can supplement as well. And those are the basics that we really all need all the time.
What about as you get older, calcium, and what form? I take calcium in a pill that I wonder if it really breaks down.
There's a lot of growing body of research that suggests that Americans, well, look at the Tough study several years ago. They took groups of people, 5 groups in particular. One group ate a calcium-rich diet and supplemented. One ate a typical American diet, high in meat, high in sugar. Another ate a diet very, very high in sugar. Another ate a modified approach. And what they found is at the end of the study, those that had the weakest bones were eating the most sugar. Those that ate the most calcium didn't have the strongest bones. It was the ones that were eating the most fruits and vegetables.
Really?
Because our systems need to be alkaline to use calcium from vegetable sources, from milk if you choose to use some dairy, but it's the vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables that makes our bones strongest of all.
And exercise is good for...
Exercise, vitamin D, all those are good for strong bones.
So is it then a fact that calcium
is overrated and over...
and maybe you don't need it.
Right.
If you're eating...
Right.
Really?
It's like a good friend of mine from Harvard University who wrote Overdosed America, Dr. John Abramson. We medicalize conditions, osteoporosis, thinning of the bone, to market medications, when these aren't diseases at all, they're reflections of our lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. You know, if you can watch a 30-minute program and see 3 different medications on it.
Right.
And I just say listen very closely to that kind of soft voice that's giving you the side effects.
Because our mothers and grandmothers didn't worry about thin bones because they were active, because they ate more close to nature. They ate fresh fruits and vegetables. They ate what was in season. I mean, we don't do that anymore. We go to the grocery store and expect to have the same food all year long, and that's not what strong bones are about.
You know, every once in a while you hear that the government wants to regulate vitamins and food supplements. Maybe it's the last thing they can regulate, I don't know. But
we're smart, we know our own bodies. You know, there's things like biochemical individuality, which really explains why many of the vitamin studies don't show consistent results because your body is different than my body. We need different nutrients in different amounts. So they give 100 people 100 milligrams of vitamin C. One may need 1,000, one may need 10,000, one may only need 50. We all have unique needs of nutrients, and we need to know that when we supplement, otherwise we might waste our money and our health.
Does everybody need vitamin C?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of harm can come from supplements?
The good news is that they're very, very safe. Now you start getting into the sports supplement, and when you take some of those in high doses, which are extraordinarily concentrated in extraordinary amounts that most people using common sense wouldn't take, you can risk some liver damage. Good news is when you stop the supplements, the condition reverses, but there are very few nutrients. Look at vitamin D. It's fat soluble, which you used to say, oh, you can take too much. Dr. Michael Hollick, Vitamin D Research Lab at Boston University, gave a group of test volunteers 1 million units of vitamin D. Don't try this at home. Every day for 6 months, no side effects. They're so safe. But you don't want to waste your money. You want to take what's right for you. And doctors like Dr. Young and Dr. Perlmutter can sit down and assess you and say, what do you need for your own unique biochemical individuality?
We've only got a minute, but where's the best? Can you trust these little bottles of whatever's in them, you know, from about any health food store?
There are better brands than others. The good news is that they do have certifications like USP, US Pharmacopoeia. There are.
Should you look for that?
Yes, look for certifying organizations, because then you can trust that the label is correct, that the potency is there, that the purity is there, so you're getting your money's worth. Yeah.
And one more question while we've got a few seconds. Would most of them be better and assimilate better if they're in liquid form?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's
Absolutely.
not, you can't find everything in liquid form, can you?
You can if you look these days. Yes, you can if you look. And there's powders. I mean, there's ways to get around.
Because to me, that would assimilate more quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do that morning young power shake and get a lot of those
Oh,
nutrients.
yeah, that
in
young
great
power
form.
shake.
It remakes our
I
body
love that
cells.
thing.
That's amazing. That's amazing that we can remake our cells. That our bodies literally turn over and can be made anew, just like God can make our heart anew.
Yeah.
Isaiah.
And
love
God
it.
made that.
Yes.
My son was talking about a physical condition earlier this week, and I said, you know, the body just has a great ability to reboot, and I believe that if you start doing the right thing. Sorry, we have to leave you now because we're out of time, but please join me next time, remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. Nothing.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.